Today I want to talk about how to fartlek your way to a faster open water swim time. So when it comes to the big differences between open water swimming and pool swimming is not only the vast amount of space that you have in open water. You also can't see if you're in kind of murky water, dirty water, like behind me. It's not really dirty, it's just really muddy. Or there's no lane lines, so there's no wall, there's no bottom, there's no side to side. And there's an element of sighting that you have to do in open water. What you can do in the pool, as far as training wise, endurance, speed, strength, or threshold sets, you can apply to open water. Two common ways that people slow down pace-wise in open water compared to the pool is the turbulence of the water. Maybe they're swimming upstream or downstream, and the weather could cause some turbulence as far as the amount of waves that are kind of crashing into you or not. As you see behind me, it's pretty calm out there. I would expect my pace per 100 in an open body of water like today, with no weather turbulence and no motorboats causing any turbulence, that my swim pace should be the same as it in the pool, as long as I swim at the same effort that I do in the pool in open water. So I want to mainly talk about ways you can get faster in open water by training at varied speeds in open water. I think a lot of times, I know myself included, is when I come to swim outside, I'm just enjoying the outdoors, I'm relaxing, I'm recovering. I mainly swim for time. I start my watch, I'm going for 30 minutes. I don't care about distance, I don't care about pace, I'm just swimming for 30 minutes. And a lot of athletes, especially beginners, their goal is just to do a certain distance, and they just come out here and try to survive and do the distance. It's totally acceptable. But when you're ready to take that next step, it's time to put in some effort. And the way I like to put in effort is I like to do fartlek swims in the pool. Now, what is a fartlek swim? Fartlek is just a Swedish term meaning speed play, where you do some fast efforts followed by some easy efforts, but they're not so structured. So it's not like you're going to the pool and doing, 10 by 100 meters on the 2-minute send-off. You can apply that pool session out here if you know the distance of the course. If you're swimming around buoys and you know the distance between buoy to buoy, you can certainly do that, or you can just do it by stroke count. So the best way I like to train in open water is by counting my strokes and doing a certain number of strokes hard, followed by a certain amount of strokes easy. So then I take out the distance element, and I'm just totally going by rate of perceived effort, and I'm going by stroke count. The reason I like stroke count is because I know it takes me about 20 strokes to swim 25 meters. So if I take 80 strokes, I'm going to swim about 100 meters. So I can take my pool workout of those 10 100s. I can go out in open water. Say I was doing 10 100s at threshold pace, which is an RPE of about 8. I can do that out in open water after about a 10-minute warm-up. I'll still do some drills. I'll still do some like fingertip drag, thumb slide, hand entry drills, underwater pull drills, and then I'll do 80 strokes hard. And when I'm going hard, I'm going by that RPE of 8 on a scale of 1 to 10, but I'm also thinking about arm turnover. My arm turnover is going to be a little bit faster because most cases in an event, I'm going to be wearing a wetsuit where I'm going to be using my upper body only, and so I'm working on my arm turnover, not only because I use my upper body, but because usually if there's bodies around me at the start of a race, and if there's waves and different weather patterns bringing in different currents, open water swimming, I tend to have a little bit faster arm turnover than I do in a pool. So I'm definitely going to practice that and apply those concepts of race specificity, effort, pacing, and arm technique. I'm going to apply those specific principles not only in the pool but when I go to open water. So let's give an example of a fartlek set where you can do, if you want to count, do 300 strokes easy. That's your warm-up. and then follow that up with 50 strokes hard, 50 strokes easy. Do that 10 times. That's about 10 50s, and then advance it to maybe 100 strokes hard, 50 strokes easy, and do that 10 times, and that's about 10 100s hard followed by 50 easy. Or you can just forget the stroke count, start your watch, and do 30 minutes and just totally go by RPE. So again, stressing the importance of varying your pace using RPE, increasing your stroke rate, and just trying to change your intensities, change your paces in open water, and that should be applied to faster times when you race.